Hey, coming to you with some time tips. I was just finished training my team, and I was like, you know what? The whole world could use some of these time management tips, right? So if you could use some help with time, comment time below and let me know if you're catching this live or in replay. But how many times have you found yourself telling yourself, I don't have time? We all do it. I don't think there's one person out there in the world that has never said to themselves, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time, right? How many times, right? Have we found ourselves saying that? But is it that we don't have time, or is it that it's not just our priority? And it's okay if it's not your priority, right? But we end up, I think the whole I'm so busy is just an excuse, right? We are in this busy world and everybody's busy. But at the same time, there could be a stay-at-home mom that goes to college, has 4 kids, trains the soccer team, whatever. That's her busy. And then there's the stay-at-home mom with 1 toddler at home making dinner. That's her busy, right? So busy is just what you define yourself as busy. So I have a little exercise for you guys, okay? And again, if you struggle with time, comment time. So I'm going to help you with all kinds of things, not just food. But I have a little exercise for you guys. You ready? Okay. So people say, look at me. I'm all official here with my whiteboard. But I want you guys to inventory your time. If you're struggling with time management, I love time management. I'm obsessed with time management. You should see my Google Calendar. It's like the most efficient thing. Okay. I've perfected time management. I can talk about time management all day long because I know that if it's a priority to you, you will make time for it. Okay. So are you ready? How many hours in a day? 24 hours in a day. All right. So we have 24 hours in a day. That's 168 hours that you have per week, right? 168 hours per week in a week. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm writing it down. 168 hours in a week, right? So let's see where all your time goes. Okay. So let's say, how many hours a night do you guys sleep? How many hours a night? You should be sleeping 8, right? I get about 7. So let's say you sleep 8 hours a day and you're like, Claudia, I never sleep 8 hours a day. I don't have time. But let's just pretend you do. Let's just give you 8 hours, okay? So we're going to give you 8 times 7, 8 hours a day. So 56 hours to sleep, okay? That's what we're going to do because we're next. We want to make sure we give you enough time, right? And then let's say you work full time. How many of you guys work full time? Put it in the comment. What's your job? What's your profession? What do you do? Put it in the comment. Let's see what everyone does, right? So let's say you work 40 hours a week, right? That's about average, right? So 8 times 5, 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. On average, you work 40 hours a week, right? Sounds pretty normal. You sleep and you work, right? Pretty average. But wait, there's more, right? So what if I gave you 6 hours a day for stuff? Family, free time, gym, cooking, dinner. 6 hours. I'm giving you 6 hours a day for family, recreation, whatever, right? So that's 42 hours a week. I'm going to give you that for I'm going to write an F on here, and then I'm going to write work on here and sleep. I don't know if you can see that, right? So let's recap. If you're struggling with time, there is 168 hours a day, 168 hours in a week. You sleep for 8 hours a day. That takes off 56 hours. You work 40 hours a week. That takes off 40 hours. And you do other stuff. You hang out with your family. You go to gym. You cook dinner. You do chores, right? You do that for 6 hours a day. That's still 42 hours a week, right? Does that sum up your day? Yes? Yes? Put a yes in the chat. So did you know that if you do all this, there's still 30 hours a week, 30 hours a week, 30 hours a week left over? Where does all the time go? Where does your time go? But you're going to be like, no, Claudia, but my circumstances are different. No, my friend, we all have 24 hours, just like everyone else. But it's up to us to decide if we spend our time doing the things that we want to do, or if we allow other mundane tasks or things to steal our time, right? Is that right? So yes, I'm not only here to help you with food. I love time management, and I want you guys to, if you're struggling with time management and you find yourself, I don't have time to go to the gym, I don't have time to cook dinner, I don't have time to go to my kids' events, I don't have time to run a business, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. So next time you say that, ask yourself, is it that I don't have time? Or is it that I'm just not making it a priority in organizing my time? Next time you find yourself binge watching episodes and seasons of stuff, right? That's my favorite, when people tell me they don't have time, but somehow we're able to watch 8 episodes in one day. I'm just saying, right? Or we don't have time to go to the gym, but somehow we spent an hour a day on TikTok scrolling, right? And that's okay. That's okay if that's what you want to do, and that then everything makes you happy, then that's fine. But next time you find yourself asking, I don't have time, write down what you do with your time and see, are we spending it the way we want? Or are we allowing other things to take the time away from us? So this was valuable, common value. I know it's a little different content, but I was just training my team on this, and I just wanted to make sure I shared this with the world. So have a good night.